Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Despite his brief tenure on Golden Bachelorette, Charles Ling left a lasting impression. When he was sent home on the most recent show, fans were heartbroken. Gansert, a fellow suitor and his buddy, discusses their relationship. Viewers of Golden Bachelorette are heartbroken to lose their favorite. Fans of the Golden Bachelorette anticipated that Mark, Kelsey Anderson's father, would win over the most hearts from the beginning. Charles Ling is a fan favorite, but no other suitor won over fans quite like him. Though he was still grieving for his late wife, the 66-year-old retired financial analyst hoped to find love with Joan Vassos. In one of the most moving scenes on the show, he questioned fellow competitor and emergency room physician Gansert about the passing of his wife. She died from an aneurysm, but he didn't understand why her mouth was bleeding, therefore he was unable to move on. Although Gansert's past has since been made public, supporters applauded him at the time for being straightforward and kind in his responses to Charles L's questions. Things between Joan Vassos and Charles Ling didn't take off, even if his admirers adored him. In week 4, she sent him home. Charles Ling's farewell interview, which was interrupted by the other men who wanted to say goodbye to him again, was posted on the Golden Bachelorette Instagram. Take a look at some of the remarks made against Charles Ling by show viewers. The best season to date. It's amazing to watch mature men bond without any drama. Love Charles and all these guys who proved to America that you can have a drama-free reality program by standing by each other. Charles was the most charming man. Compared to the younger Bachelorette, I'm loving the Golden Bachelorette so much more. The guys are so much more responsible and understanding of one another. Charles was a delightful surprise for all of us. I loved his wave so much. And the Who's emerged for one last hug, so adorable. What a fantastic bunch of dudes. I'm grateful for the finest season yet. Charles, you are loved. Make Charles the Golden Bachelor of the future. Charles is everything to me. Charles was my favorite character of the season, and this show is so uplifting. I hope he appears in more roles for us. I was sad to see Charles go, he was my favorite bachelor. Gansert talks about Charles Ling's bond. Not just fans found it difficult to say goodbye. Following Charles's departure, Gansert shared a touching tribute on his Instagram about their friendship. Charles L. will be missed by many, but especially by myself. He is everything and more of who you have grown to love. It was a privilege to have the opportunity to assist him in moving on and finding love once more. I will always treasure our friendship. What aspect of Charles Ling will you miss the most? Post your thoughts in the comments section. Wonderful fellow Gansert, a solitary woman admirer, discovered through virtual entertainment that he was well rested after suffering injuries during the incident. What was the matter? Keep reading to see all of the details. Fellow Gansert, who is it? As one of the 24 older men pursuing Joan Vassos throughout the main period of the brilliant unhitched female, Gansert is a fellow. Joan recently appeared on the brilliant unhitched male, but she missed her real opportunity to express Jerry Turner her affection since she had to leave just in time to take care of a family issue. Gansert is a Reno, Nevada-based trauma center specialist. He received a great deal of praise from followers for his tactful conversation over Charles Ling's death with fellow admirer Charles Ling. Charles couldn't understand why, in the unlikely event that his better half died of an aneurysm, her mouth looked so horrible. Dr. Gansert explained empathetically that Charles's partner most likely injured her mouth in the incident. Charles L. was able to draw the conclusion he was hoping to go on from his calm and pragmatic response. Recently, fellow Gansert tied the knot with a well-known Nevada politician for over 30 years. He has one grandchild and 4 children. The emergency room doctor aspired to hike Mount Kilimanjaro this fall, as his ABC profile made clear. Following his injury during the filming of the well-known unscripted TV drama, those ambitions are presently on hold. Stunning single female admirer shot during shooting. In early September, another Gansert gave his admirers an update on his well-being via Instagram. The applicant for Brilliant Single Woman was stretched out on the love seat, one leg tightly wrapped from his knee to his calf. He stated in the subtitle, therefore, aside from going through a groundbreaking excursion when filming The Brilliant Single Woman, I take full responsibility for believing my body is 25 years old rather than being in my brilliant years. What was the matter? My left knee required a medical procedure for a meniscus tear, cartilage, explained Gansert. In a few moments, I'll be back to my former self. Regretfully, my plans to ascend Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa, followed by a 3-week safari, are unlikely to come to fruition until the following year. It was not until later that the broadcast started airing, thus no one saw his post regarding his health problem. Anyway, viewers wanted to know how his recovery was going since he is now a leader on the program. 2 weeks ago, one of his fans who enjoys his online amusement requested for an update. In response, the talented single lady said, "A little better consistently." He didn't reveal the specifics of his injuries, but we do know that it wasn't sustained on the upcoming striptease group date for the program. He did not share the admiration of Joan Bassos for sacrificing all for a lofty cause. According to reports, fellow Gansert is one among the 24 guys who will compete for Joan Bassos' affection in the first season of The Brilliant Single Girl. As The Brilliant Lone Wolf gained momentum, ABC announced in May that Joan would be the superstar's next focus. Joan is a Maryland school director from Rockville. Her 30-year partner passed away from illness, so she joined the Brilliant Lone Ranger in search of love. Residency of Joan on the Brilliant A Family Dilemma was causing the short-lived single man to anticipate her departure from the show in the 3rd week. Joan prioritizes her family, which includes her 4 children, and is looking for a partner that possesses similar traits. Fellow would be the perfect match to complete Joan's family and provide her with a fresh motivation to move forward in life. He also has 4 children, which would enable him to get along with Joan right away. Fellow has a strong chance of winning Joan over because of his intense devotion to his own family. Fellow's actual ABC bio states that he is 66 years old. This puts him 5 years older than Joan, who is 61. Fellow claims in his profile that he is not deterred by his age and that he has a ton of daily routine left to experience. An enthusiastic adventurer, Fellow claims to be in excellent physical condition and has his sights set on conquering Mount Kilimanjaro. Fellow is a fantastic addition to the Brilliant Unhitched Female Season 1 because of his confidence and energy. Fellow is a physician at a trauma center. Fellow has only been employed in the crisis pharmaceutical industry for around 40 years, according to his profile. His professional background gives him an advantage over Joan, who had sought the assistance of clinical specialists during her late husband's battle with cancerous development. Fellow is suited to support Joan as she recovers from the devastating loss of her friend because of his compassion for others and understanding of the difficulties involved in providing medical care. @Gansert is Fellow's Instagram handle. Before announcing his next employment, Fellow's Instagram was filled with heartfelt praise for his children and grandchildren. Fellow posted a few times mentioning his groundbreaking excursion on the Brilliant Lone Rangeress after confirming he is a cast member. On August 27, Guy teased his next employment by posting a still from the episode that shows him getting out of the limousine and approaching Joan. Evaluations took off during the Brilliant Single Guy's most memorable season, and the Brilliant Lone Rangeress makes sure to achieve a similar advancement. Joan has no shortage of eligible men to choose from. Fellow continues to be a formidable opponent, making it seem like a sensible choice to become Joan's future husband.